Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Little Things. And today's episode is about tags. I have been industriously cutting out the backs of packaging. What else have I done? Mostly packaging. Manila envelopes, that is a die cut. It's got the little faux stitching things around the edge. These I did a few years ago, but I never got around to finishing them, so now is the time to finish. I did finish this one during this week. This is from a calendar. It's the daisy page, and I had my worksheet like the one I've got underneath here and the one in my ledger book. This is an old ledger book from the 90s, if not earlier, and I'd use this page to work on and make mucky pages, sort of like a painty page, but with inks. So I've just taken the strip off and torn it down to size to fit on this particular tag. So let's get into it. I've got my trusty memory working for me again, so that's awesome too. Okay, and I've stuck all the pieces onto double-sided tape. This one I haven't gone all the way to the edge with because it's going to be underneath something that is done. There. Oh, I meant to put that other one underneath. Whoops. Oh, good, there's a little bit of room there I can mess with. I'll just cut those little pieces off now because otherwise they'll stay sticky and get stuck on things, and I don't want them to do that. Now these can either go into, or not either, but they can go into all sorts of projects. On the front of cards, in books, bookmarks, into exploding boxes, you name it, it can happen. So there's that piece. That's the little piece of paper that I tore out of the notebook or the journal book. I love having trouble with double-sided tape getting it off. Just proves I'm human. Okay. Done is good. Now I measured this before I cut the corners, so I've got a little bit, once again, a hangover. I think, it's only a tad, but those little tads can get into big trouble, can't they? Okay, now the other little circle comes next. And I didn't put any ink on the edge of these circles because what I think I will do is actually go around them with a biro. Have I got a fine marking pen? I don't think I've got a fine marker. Let me just check in amongst my rubbish pile. Oh, I have. Good. I scored these Huggies travel cases years ago when one of my grandchildren was little, and I said to their mother, "Can I have the empty cases when you're done?" I've got about 3 or 4 of them now. They're absolutely awesome for carting things around with. Okay, now this one comes next. It's a little fiddly when you've got tiny little petals on things. Have to be careful not to tear them. Not only the little petals, but the little stems in between the flowers can get awkward. into the corner thus. Not bad at all. Okay, now just go around the circles as far as I can. And I might even go around the petals as well, the petals and the leaves, because otherwise they're going to blend in too much, I think. I had planned this, but I didn't realize that they were going to blend in so well. I like doing this. It's fairly relaxing, but at the same time, I don't like it when I slip and my pen goes onto the actual graphic that I'm using. It's a pain in my side. It's making it stand out a lot nicer, a lot better. Concentrating again, sorry. I forget to talk when I'm concentrating. When I don't concentrate is when I make mistakes, and I'm not a perfectionist, but I don't like making mistakes either. Now, I don't have any ribbon on my table or twine. I might have to go and get that for the next video I do. Make sure I've got it here. That is definitely making it more pronounced, I'm glad. I'm a happy girl. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Beautiful. Now we need a word of some sort. Where's my Lavinia words? I've used a fair amount of them. Art looks like a good word to go on there. Not that I'm very arty, but you know, we are each artists in our own little ways, aren't we? And I think that will fit up there quite nicely. How about that? Okay. Get rid of these. Don't want them. And for all intent purposes, that one is done. Thank you very much for being with me while I did this little one. I don't know how long it took because I had my memory photos up instead of the timers. So I'm going to try this year not to make my videos too long, because as I continually say, I don't want to bore you to tears. But I really do love your company and I love your comments. So if you've got 30 seconds, just drop me a hello, how you doing? Or, you know, I like that. Could you have done it differently? Or give me another idea what to do with these tags, because I have a box full of raw tags. I've got one of these little organizer things, and these little things come with it, and they're just absolutely awesome. And this one, as you just saw, has raw tags in it. Those are ones that are manufactured. These are ones that I've done myself out of packaging bits and pieces. Dog clips. Oh, that was one from my dog channel. I haven't got a dog channel. Journal is what I was trying to think of. Oh dear. And that's all about putting tabs on pages. So that'll get covered up. That's matte. That can be written on. That's shiny. That will have to have something on it. And I'm going to put these into here because they're not completely raw, but they're not done either. So as we come to these, I'm going to put that one down the bottom because I've got a few that size. So as we do these, I will be able to then put them in its matching box, which is going to sit right alongside it in the container. The two of them will sit like that in the container. So I'll have completed tags and raw tags. Now the completed tags I did years ago. I didn't date them, which was really naughty of me. But that makes them eternal, doesn't it? But there's a lot of serviette napkins onto the manila folder. Then I've stuck other things onto it as well, little stickers. That's another sticker down the bottom. Words. These are just some of the ones that I have found so far that I've had sitting around not being used. And that has to stop. It just has to stop. Otherwise, I'm going to have a whole room of completed craft items and not knowing what to do with them. So this year is going to be use my stash and do something with it. Because otherwise, as I said, I'm just going to have so much there that I'm not going to know what to do with any of it. And the kids will end up throwing it in the bin in 10 years' time or so whenever I'm past the joy of making art. This little tag was so simple. Where's that? There it is. This little punch, I was going to give it away and I thought I'm just going to try it one more time. I could never get on with it. I thought, what's supposed to happen? Do I get one little tag and then one little heart and then the big heart? What happens? And every time I went to use it, it would just emboss the big heart. And I thought, that doesn't seem right. I don't know why, it just didn't seem right. So, actually this is the paper I was using. It's a piece of an envelope that I was using as a backing sheet. And it's just the right strength paper, or the lightness of paper, to give me two hearts. One big one and one little one. And I chose to join that back onto the big one and highlight it by using my Sharpies, just drawing little dots around and then joining up with 3 dots at the top to join in. And that is another little tag that can go into the completed box. Watch this. Ta-da! In. And we are done. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate your company. And as I said, I love comments, so leave me one, please. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.